Welcome to
The Sky Podcast.
Exclusive on Spotify.
I know that you have a topic in mind because
Yes.
parang
I had a friend over this morning.
you were talking to me about this, but
Yes.
like short snippets lang.
Yes, so I had a friend over this morning and she said, Chris, can you please talk about this on your podcast? Because my husband and I, we listen to your podcast and I want him to hear this. may argument sila that's going on right now. And in fact, di sila nag-uusap hanggang ngayon.
So nagiging expert na kunwari tayo in close
Advice
quotation.
giver. Pero sabi niya, it really works daw kasi yung mga advice natin.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll tell you what she told me and I'll tell you what I said and then you can give me your 2 cents.
Bakit sobrang confident naman niya na please talk about it so that my husband can listen in, pero hindi naman niya alam kung which side will be on.
Because I will explain.
Okay.
So, yung problem niya is, sabi niya, naiinis daw siya sa husband niya because the husband asked her, hey, we're going to this party. I'm just letting you know beforehand that we might run into my ex-girlfriend. And there might be a hi, hello, there might be some small talk, blah, blah, blah. And then my friend goes, I'm okay with hi, hello, but why do you need to small talk? And he's like, well, that's just normal. Like, friends small talk. And she's like, well, okay, normal people small talk, but she's your ex and I'm not comfortable with it. And because I'm not comfortable with it, can you please respect me and not do the small talk na lang? You can just say hi, hello, and then let's just, sit together somewhere else because I'm not comfortable.
Okay.
Then they got into this whole heated argument because
Before
the
the
husband...
event actually happened.
Before the
nag-argue na
event,
sila.
actually, I'm not exactly sure na sa timeline. Basta basically yun na yun.
Okay.
And then so she told me, you know what, Chris? I saw in one of your like TikTok clips or whatever that Slater daw said, you said daw, love, that you don't like girls' photos on Instagram as a respect to me.
Yes.
Like, even if I never told you that I'm offended if you like girls' photos, just because you didn't want to hurt my feelings or you just don't want to go through that hassle, and it's such a small thing for you not to like a photo, you just don't do it. So she thinks like, buti pa si Slater.
Yeah,
automatic.
buti naman talaga. Alam mo, ang swerte mo, hindi mo lang alam.
So, ayun na nga. She asked me about her ex, the ex of her current husband.
Yes.
And then she said, Chris, ikaw ba, if Slater says hi to his ex, ano mafe-feel mo? Hindi ka ba naiinis? Sabi ko, no. It doesn't matter kasi past is past. And there have been a lot of times that you tell me you ran into your ex here, nag-usap kayo dito, or di ba, you tell me that all the time. I'm
I
like,
share it to you.
yeah, and I'm like, okay, tapos, okay. Like, wala na mangyayari sa usap-usap lang.
Yes.
O sabi niya, okay, buti ganun ka. Pero ako, I really can't. Like, it's really in me na. This is just something that's really hard for me to accept.
Yes. Bakit ba? Bakit ba it's hard for her to accept?
Kasi ang dami niya reasons, parang early, like they just broke up daw recently. And then she and her husband got married. So it's not like it happened a long time ago, right? So feeling niya baka may emotions. But I don't know, it's just her personal opinion. You know how like some girls don't want you to like other Instagram photos? Sa kanya, ayoko lang na mag-usap kayo sa ex mo. So what's your 2 cents?
So, when it comes to talking to the ex, I think it should be okay. I really feel like parang ma-weirded out ako sa'yo na bakit hindi ako pwedeng makipag-usap sa ex ko. Para namang we have this long history together. And, syempre, parang out of respect na parang pag sinabihan mo ako na wag ko pansinin, it gets all the more awkward kasi na parang there's this girl that dapat hindi ko pansinin. Wala naman akong anything against her, pero parang sadyain kong hindi pansinin, which is weird, di ba?
I understand
Baka
that.
ganyan lang.
But I tried to tell that to her and she said, I really can't help it. Like, okay, let's just say, perfect girl siya. Perfect
Yes.
girl. But yung isang rule lang na is, please don't talk to your ex kasi it really hurts my feelings.
Well, sa akin, if it's really that big a deal, okay lang naman. Like, okay, sige, hindi ko kausapin, pero it's very awkward to be in certain situations. Imagine going to a party, kunwari may kaaway ka. And then when you approach that party, sadyain kong hindi ko papansinin tong tao na to. Even if the conversation flows towards that direction. Parang maaano ako na, okay, I'll stay out of this. Parang mas lalo tuloy may mga hidden meanings behind it.
Parang
because
naging mabigat yung situation.
yes, I feel that might be the case, especially where I'm coming from, wherein wala naman talaga. I'm peaceful with all my exes, but parang there's nothing there. If I see them, hi, hello, kumustahan, but nothing aside from that. But I also get where she's coming from. If like parang sa kanya, ganyan lang talaga siya. But I feel like it's something that you need to compromise on.
Yes.
Both parties should be a little bit more flexible, I would say. Ikaw.
Eto na nga. So, what happened was, sabi niya, so pumunta na sila sa event nila. Andun nga yung ex.
Oo.
So, nag-hi. So, sabi niya, okay, tapos na. Very awkward for her daw. Pero wala siyang sinabi kasi syempre, ano gagawin mo? Nandun na daw.
Why is it awkward to say hi to her?
I don't know. Like, that's just her. Ayaw niya.
Sorry, alam ko friend mo to, pero I'm just like trying
Hindi
to
ko din
like,
alam.
try to see both sides.
Kasi I told her naman, she asked me, sabi ko, for me talaga, like, walang problema. Okay lang. Sabi niya, alam mo, buti ka pa. Kasi for me, it's really an issue. So she acknowledges that we're different, you know, and some people, it's really okay. But to her, she's really not okay with it.
Okay.
For whatever reason. And then so they went to this event, and then the girl was there, the ex was there. They say hi, hello. She feels bad already, but she doesn't say anything. And then the event happens. And then she said, as they were saying goodbye, the husband, I don't know how accurate my statement is because maybe I read it wrong, but parang something along the lines of he goes out of his way to say goodbye to the girl. But it's just goodbye. There's no small talk. So she was super inis. Like, going home, humirit pa siya sa boyfriend. Wow, umeffort ka pa. Parang gumanon pa siya. Hindi daw siya pinansin sa guy. And then now they went home. They're really heated na. And the guy is telling her, like, you're so petty. Like, why are you making such a big deal out of this such a small thing? La, 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 la. And for her naman, it's such a small thing nga. But it means so much to me. Why can't you just make the adjustment if it's such a small thing? Like, we could have just left without saying goodbye. Why did you have to go around and make sure she's there and make sure she sees you when you say goodbye? That was her whole point. Sa point naman ng guy, ang liit-liit na bagay, nagagalit ka. Oh.
Well, sa akin it's the going out of the way, which is awkward and weird.
Kasi, parang yung side daw sa guy is, kasi I have to say goodbye to the other table. So, syempre, parang dumaan ako dito kasi ganyan. But what she saw was, he went out of his way to make pansin. Kasi parang there could have been other ways for him to say goodbye without passing that way. Parang something like that. Like, you know what I mean? You see what you want to see.
Sorry. Pero I have exes kasi na ganyan din yung ugali. I had an ex na I was taking a nap once. She was playing with my phone. And then when I woke up, lahat ng mga babae on my phone, dinilit niya.
What if it's your cousin?
Yeah, pati yung cousins ko, pati yung classmates ko.
So wala ka na number?
Sabi ko, now, paano? May homework kami. This was when I was in college. When kami gagawin na project, paano ko malaman kung anong gagawin ko?
Just because of gender. Yeah, that's so weird.
Oo, so parang...
No, but I understand that when you're in high school.
College.
Siguro
college,
high school, whatever,
yeah.
school. But now, nakasal na. Di naman ganon.
Sa akin, I know that this your friend is parang on the side of the ano, pero medyo I'm leaning towards the guy's side a little bit. Na alam ko naman, yeah, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal to not say hi. And, ang liit na bagay, di ba? Pero ang weird din for the guy to go into a party and sasadyain niyang hindi pansinin. That's from the story I hear, like ganyan. Or parang if I have to say goodbye, then I say goodbye to this one person and nandun siya, parang it should be okay. Wala naman kaming ibang, unless there's like suspicion or that girl was someone you cheated on dati or whatever. Like parang...
If there's reason to doubt.
At the end of the day, nanalo ka na eh. You married him already.
And that's what the husband daw told her.
Oh.
Tayo naman yung married. Bakit ka pa mag-ano?
So, yes, I understand that there's that jealousy part. But at the end of the day, we have to be able to trust our partners completely. If not, like, parang, I wouldn't marry you in the first place if I can't trust you completely. I wouldn't be able to say na, wag, like parang, if, let's say for example, you go out and I don't trust you. Di ba ang straining ng relationship because I now have to tiptoe around you or you have to tiptoe around me because you don't know what I'm okay and not okay with. Like for example, itong ex na to. So parang if I were to go out and then I see my ex because I'm comfortable with you about these types of situations, kaya kong sabihin, oh, you know, love, I met this ex of mine, like, oh, we even talked about this. And I can now be very, very open with you. And the fact that you hear me being open, it's kind of like a sign also na, hey, there's really nothing going on. If there was, she wouldn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Diba? So parang, I understand both sides. But if I were in...
Sinasabi mo lang yan kasi friend ko.
No, but if I were in that situation, I'd be...
Kunyari ako yun. Kunyari ako yung friend ko and I tell you, love, that I'm really not comfortable with you talking to your ex.
We'll have a conversation. I would say so.
Yeah.
Parang, love, there's really nothing wrong. You can check my phone.
Yeah, and then what if I say like, okay, walang logic behind it. I know you're over her, but it just makes me feel so uncomfortable because of some issues of my own. Is it okay if you just don't make small talk with her?
Well, I'll probably not make small talk. Parang sabihin ko na lang, sige, but if ever na mapilitan ako, I'm just gonna talk.
Yeah.
But I won't go out of my way to actually talk to her or like make you feel uncomfortable. If let's say, for example, there's this big issue naman na hindi naman natin alam, di ba, na meron palang history behind that and why.
Let's just say wala. Let's just say walang any history or issues.
Ayaw mo lang talaga.
Oo, ayaw lang niya talaga.
Well, sa akin naman, if it's really, really such a big deal on your part, as long as you told me beforehand, huwag mo akong awayin after the fact. Like parang, okay lang, sige. But let me say hi naman. Parang ang weird naman pag hindi. Like, oy, hi, kumusta?
Pero for me kasi, speaking to my friend now through the podcast, I think it should be okay. To be honest lang. Coming from me who's okay with it. Because parang tapos na eh. Like, it doesn't matter what you and your exes have been through. You know, it's just socially awkward. Like, imagine friend lang siya, hindi siya ex. Tapos, kung nakita mo, you're gonna avoid. Diba? It's just making the situation more
worse.
Tense and putting added pressure to the situation. Diba? When it could have been just something that, you know, hindi siya moment. If you guys want to hear the full episode, you can
check us out on Spotify.
Spotify.
It's free, guys. It's free.
See you there.
SKYPODCAST.
SKYPODCAST.